Guys, welcome to a walkthrough of a 2-bed, 2-bath detached villa here on Menor Golf Resort. I've managed to get into this one just as the guys were finishing the repainting. Now, any others I've posted on here, you would have seen that I would have told you they are redecorating internally. And this has just been done, so this is a really good one because this will give you a good idea of what they're doing. So I'm gonna have a little walk through again as usual. We're just out on a nice, very nice maintained tree-lined road. Now I'm going to have a little walk through so you can see exactly what you're getting for your money here, and this is a goodie because, like I say, they've just been doing this one, so this will show you how it's going to come. I've been trying to get the other ones on as quick as I can because I want to get these out as quick as I can because I know how quickly they're going to go. So I could have waited until all of them were done, but I really didn't want to. I wanted to get these on as soon as possible so you guys could see exactly what you were getting. Now, so you've got your off-street parking here. Now, they don't touch the outside of the house. Well, this one actually looks in very good condition anyway, but it's only the inside they're doing, okay? So I'm going to have a walk through, see what you think. It's actually a lot better than I thought it would be. They've done a really good job, to be fair. So walking through, you come straight into the lounge area. Okay, so as usual, you've got the little windows at the top there, which come about halfway down and stop. They're all high ceilings throughout though, and this is your door going out onto the garden area. This has been done really nicely. It feels really nice and fresh in here. And not just the paintwork, it looks like they've done a really good job in the kitchen as well. Because again, on quite a few of these videos, I've said I'm not sure how many people would keep the kitchens, but actually, they've actually cleaned them up really well. And I think actually looking at them, I think most people would, certainly to start with anyway. So, lovely high ceiling lounge. Don't forget guys, this video is in 4K, so always use it because it is a lot better. Price of this one, if I'm reading it right, is $139,600. This is for a 2-bed, 2-bath detached villa on Menor Golf Resort with a private pool in phase 1. Okay, so let's do the walk round like I usually do. So going over to this area here is where you've kind of got this wall divide between the lounge and the kitchen. As you can see, all nicely cleaned up, all nicely painted, looks lovely. Now the kitchen is where I always say, I'm not sure if you're going to keep this, but actually it's been cleaned up really well. It actually doesn't look that bad at all, and I think that's worth them doing it. Obviously, if anyone bought it, they'd probably have another go at it. But yeah, this looks much better than I thought it would be. Obviously, it's just a lot of dirt and a lot of grime and a lot of, years just being left. So they can be cleaned up and look absolutely fine. So as usual, this is where your dishwasher would have went, sink here. This was your kind of utility area, if you like. So you had connections out here for your washing machine, and this is obviously where the gas boiler originally was. This is where your ceramic hob would have been, oven and hood just above, and your space over here for fridge freezer. Okay, I'm really happily surprised by how well they've repainted it inside and just, smartened it all up. Looks so much better. So master bedroom, as we know, is at the back. So you've got your triple wardrobe there, 1, 2, 3. Obviously that window just looks straight out onto the garden area. And this is where your double/king would have been. And of course, being the master, you have the ensuite. Sink no longer there, as you can see, but your toilet and kind of 3/4 bath is there. And then you've got this kind of marble wall and floor tiles in. As always, AC units have been taken. The gas central radiators and boiler has also been taken. So they do need replaced if you want them. You don't have to replace the gas boilers and radiator. If you want, you could just change it to a complete electrical system, put an electric boiler in, and obviously your AC units, which are no longer AC units, they're inverter units, well, that does your heating and your cooling. So, it's up to you whether you actually want to put the gas back in. So let's walk up the kitchen. By far the nicest looking one I've seen, just because it's been cleaned up. And turn right, brings you into bathroom number 2. So that's where you've got your corner kind of shower tray, and that's where the curtains would have been originally, sink there to the left, toilet to the right. And they've kind of cleaned all these up as well. Do you know what I mean? It's not just painting, but they've cleaned up all these as well. They've cleaned up everything, it would look like. Spinning round into bedroom 2. Again, feels nice and fresh now. This obviously window goes out to the front of the house. So you've got 2.5 wardrobes here, full and a half. Again, that's where your AC unit would have been, and that's where your gas radiator would have been. To be honest, if the AC units had been lying here for the last 8 or 9 years, the odds are is that you would never have you would have probably had them replaced anyway. Any AC guys that came to service an AC unit that's pretty much 10 years old, all of them would have said, yep, we can do it. But you do realise that you're paying probably around 5 times more to run it than the newer units. So you would have probably ended up changing it anyway. So with regards to the AC units, that really wouldn't concern me at all, because like I say, you would have probably done that anyway. The central heating is a pain, but you know, the radiators are kind of circa 70-80 euros each. The boiler, we have a really good contact with a fully qualified gas technician, and he services a lot of boilers on the resorts, and he's the best man to be able to get you one. And you know, I think we've had them got before for clients. They haven't been as dear as I thought. But again, just let me know. Just send a quick email to me at inquiries@polarisworld.org.uk, and I will get you an exact price. But not as expensive as you think, probably. Right, back out into the lounge, into the garden. So again, you've got this lovely big great terrace as you walk out here. You know, this can fit a big table out here. You've got no problem with space here. So if you wanted a table of 4 easily, a table of 8 quite possibly as well, you would. A table of 8 you'd get out here quite easily. You know, you'd get a long table here, no problem with 4 either side. So it's a nice big unit, it's a nice big terrace. And then of course, it's one of the ones with the private pools, guys. And as you can see, they've already made a very good start to clean it all up. This is nothing like what the others look like. So you can see, first of all, there's no water in it. There's no gunk everywhere in the skimmers. That's all been cleaned. They've still got obviously come back and finished bits and pieces off, but this is a lot better. I'm glad that we actually managed to get into one that's just been done, because it gives you such a difference. Again, I will say that you will 100% need to regrout these pools. They're only cleaning them down. They're not doing anything else. They're not repairing. They're not regrouting or anything like that. As I say, allow about 700 euros for regrouting the whole pool. Well worth it. Once it's done, it lasts for years. So as long as it's kept well, as long as you have someone looking after your pool. If you're here yourself, obviously you can look after it yourself if you know how to do it. But you do have to know how to do it, because if you haven't got it chemically right, it will damage the grout, and it's not cost efficient. You'd be better to actually pay someone to actually know what they're doing, so that this pool is chemically perfect. So A, you can always use it safely, and B, you don't get damage to your grout or anything else in the pool. Obviously, if the chemicals ain't right, it can damage all sorts of piping and stuff inside the pool as well. Right, let's go up to the solarium. Lovely big solarium up here. But don't forget, like I've said, they're only cleaning and doing the insides of the houses and the pools. They're not doing the outsides of the houses. But like I've explained on a few of these, this is just moss and dirt. If you actually do it at your foot, you can actually see it all coming off. It needs a good jet spray down, a good clean. And if you wanted to, you could seal it, which gives it that kind of glossy shine to it and makes it completely weatherproof. That's up to you. Some people do, some people don't. It's certainly weatherproof as it is, you know. As you can see downstairs, there's no water damage at all. It is weatherproof. They just give it an extra protection. they're porous tiles. That goes for downstairs and upstairs. So what that basically means is if you spill wine on it, if you spill any kind of drinks like that on it, it can sink into the tile, and it's a real bugger to get out. It can be very difficult to get out of the tile. So when you seal it, it's different in that if you spill anything on it, it just wipes off, like it would like a ceramic tile in the kitchen or something. So it does make quite a difference, but it's just an option. Great big area up here. Well guys, this one is less than 140,000 euros. It's incredible. Like I said, what common sense would have told me to do is wait until these were all redecorated, all done. But myself, I've got these villas. There's a Spanish agent that has it, which is predominantly for the Spanish market. And there is a Costa Blanca agent, which, isn't obviously here. Costa Blanca is a different region. But the prices for something like this in the Costa Blanca would be probably double. So I just wanted to get round them very quickly and get them on as quickly as I could, because I know these are not going to last very long. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that and I hope that helped you. If you've got any questions, don't forget, you can always get me, email me, inquiries@polarisworld.org.uk. You can always reach us on our UK number 0208 090 3631. That's our UK number. So that diverts to our office here in Spain. Our office is actually on La Torre Golf Resort, but that diverts to us. So you're not paying anything, you're just paying the local UK number, which is generally free now from any phone in the UK. If you need to get hold of us urgently, you can always get us on our Spanish number, which is from the UK 0034 638 134 215. Great villa, amazing price. Any questions, let us know.